Hey traders, good afternoon. Edison here with the Edison Trading Collective, coming at you Tuesday, April 5th, 2022 in the books. It's about 20 to 4 or so Central Time. One and done. Tesla short took 6 contracts of the 1130 puts and had a pretty nice winner, net 1658 on the day. Pretty clean trade, not the cleanest, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. However, I thought there were a couple of learning lessons today, and I almost stopped out, but I didn't, and I think that's a meaningful point of today's chat. Wanted to walk you all through it, so let's do it. Out of the gates, I sort of thought that Tesla might sell off today. Obviously, RSI on the daily has been pretty high. It's been running up here pretty significantly over the past couple of weeks, which doesn't mean that it's going to sell off today. I just sort of thought that it might, given what I was seeing. Traded pretty flat through pre-market here and at the open. And I really thought 11:15 could be in play if I could find a nice spot to get short. Really thought I found a nice spot to get short. Didn't resolve immediately. Sort of the story of my life as of late. It seems like every winter comes with a bunch of pain, and couldn't just get in and sell off like it should have. It had to rip back up against me and then sell off. So anyway, let's talk more about it. So pre-market things were pretty flat out of the open as well, and then it rips to this over 1150, and I think yesterday's high wasn't quite 1150, and so the fact that this thing ripped well through 1150 was something of note, although it immediately sold off. Right back down to the cloud here, and then it pops back up, and the market started to show some weakness. We'll talk about that in just a second, and I ended up getting short here on the 851 candle as it broke this sort of topping tail 850 candle. I got short 3 contracts, 1130s, and I was really looking to hunt lows. In fact, even through here, I was up pretty well, pretty nicely, and I didn't take it off because, the plan was to let it work, let it hunt lows. I really thought that this thing could see 1115. I was pretty confident in it. Of course, I was right. I didn't know that I would be right, but I was right. And it sort of consolidates through here, and the market starts ripping, and it rips up in here. And my stop was going to be over this 842 candle, about the 1147, 1148. And you can see we hit a high of 1148.44 briefly, and then it pulls back, throws in that topping tail. And so I didn't close out. I didn't stop out the trade. Had this next candle, this 9 o'clock candle, held that price range and started to move higher, I definitely would have stopped out. There's no question about it. It would have been a nominal loss. It wouldn't have been huge. I don't know what it would have been. But anyway, not only did I not stop out, I found an opportunity to get short again. And so once this 9 o'clock candle formed, I got short here another 3 contracts on the 901 candle as it broke this sort of consolidation point underneath this line right here. And interestingly enough, SPY's ripping new highs at this point, and Tesla just simply can't go with it. So if we come over here real quickly, we're into here, the 855 through the 904 candle. It's ripping new highs, throws in this huge upper wick, and then it sells off, and that's ultimately when I ended up getting out of my contracts. So 859, and then 9 o'clock, 901, 902, 903, 904. Market's ripping a new high, and Tesla can't go higher. So Tesla clearly decoupled from the SPY, which is great to see, right? And so I thought to myself, well, the second this thing gets weak, it's gonna sell back off. So I ended up adding 3 contracts there, and I took out through the 908 candle right here, through new lows. Now I didn't hold it to 1115, and I think I didn't hold it through 1115 because of this kind of junk move against me. I didn't want to overstay my welcome. I wanted to take my profits, and I had a nice one. I mean, almost $1,700 net on 6 contracts, $2.78 a contract or something like that. And then you take commissions and ECN fees or whatever away, and that's what you get. So I was really happy with it. It was one of the few days in the memorable past where we had an actual intraday trend on Tesla, and an actual intraday trend on the SPY as well, right? So we can see the Tesla trend through here, and if we go to the SPY, we can see the SPY trend through there. So this is fantastic for me. This is what I thought I was seeing all of Q4 of 2021, where I sort of crushed it, and this year I really haven't seen that. So I was really excited about that, and to put $1,658 in the bank, it felt good. It's a nice winner for me on 6 contracts. Pretty nice winner net percentage-wise, about 12% or something like that. Maybe a little over 12%. And that's a great win for me. I'll take that each and every day of my life from here until perpetuity. I don't need to hit a $50,000 winner. I don't need to YOLO my life savings and hope that I get a win. I will take $500, $600, $1,600 a day for the rest of my life and be just happy with that. So particularly on 6 contracts, I thought this was a pretty efficient trade, despite the little move against me, and that's okay. So that's it for me today. It's been a while since I've come at you here on YouTube. I will say over the last 7 or 10 days or so total, so maybe the past 7, 8, 9 days trading or something to that end. It's been pretty tough for me. It's been just kind of like blech. Not a lot of meaningful content to even talk to you about. It's been small winners or small losers or big losers and small winners and ugly trades and poor entries. And I think even if I would have stopped out today, like I said I almost did, wrong chart, that today still would have been a meaningful trade, right, to talk about. Had I stopped out here, had it closed over that 1148 level, I still think this was a good entry, and I still think that my trade plan was solid. Of course, it worked. I mean, it proves that it was solid. Didn't know that at the time, so I'm not trying to pretend that, but I thought today was a meaningful day to talk about, so I wanted to produce a little content for you all and talk to you about my trade. And the fact that I made 1658 is almost irrelevant. I think it was a good trade, and I could have taken 20 contracts or 2 contracts. It still would have been a good trade, and I think the fact that I didn't stop out here is maybe the most meaningful factor, right, of all of this. It's volume analysis and price action analysis and how Tesla's trading against the SPY, all those things that kept me in this trade that I thought were meaningful for you all to hear about. So that's why I decided to do it today. I hope to get on something good tomorrow, win or lose, at least just something meaningful to talk about, which is something I've lacked over the past several trading days. So anyway, hope you all have a great week. Hope you guys continue to have a great week. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you like the content, please think about subscribing maybe, or giving me a like. Tell me that you think I've got good content. That'd be great. If you hate my content and you think I suck as a trader and think I'm horrible, let's talk about that too, right? I'm always looking to learn. Nothing offends me, really. That's the beauty about trading, right? I have the freedom to do what I want to do, and at the end of the day, I'm super open to content and commentary and discourse, but I can still sort of do what I want to do, and I think that's just the beauty about trading. There's 1,000 ways to skin this cat, and I want to talk to everyone about that. So it's really powerful. Anyway, let's look forward to the rest of this week. I'm 100% green in the month of April thus far. Traded 2 days so far. I didn't trade yesterday. Was driving home in a snowstorm, so welcome to Midwest. But in any event, be well, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and looking forward to catching up with you tomorrow. Take care.